Hello and welcome to my channel, Dementorin. First of all, I'd like to wish everyone a blessed new year, and I pray for each and every one of you that your dreams will come true, that you will really come into your full consciousness of who you are, not who the world's told you to be, but who you truly are, that you'll really embody your true self this year. I would like to start this week out by sharing the week's energy. So every week we are gifted from the cosmos to have a different energy that will help us achieve our goals. If we learn how to embrace this energy, if we work against this energy, then it's kind of like surfing and you're on the surfboard and the wave comes over you and you have a wipeout, okay? That's what happens when we're not aware of the energy that is behind us in the cosmos and we're not flowing with it. When we flow with the energy, then we're able to surf that wave and be successful. So with that said, I would like to share this week's energy with you. So this week's energy is going to be an energy of intense light. That should be good, right? It might be good. So we are in Capricorn right now. We're in the astrological month of Capricorn. And what is Capricorn energy? Capricorn energy is structure, routine, but in a way that it's forced. It's not playful. It's more forced and we have to do it this way and just very strict. So part of that is good. Structure and routine is good. So that part of the energy we want to tap into. The other part of the energy, which is what's more considered negative, every sign has negative and positives. So our job is to focus in on the positive of this month's energy or this week's energy and focus on doing the opposite from the negatives. So if it's very strict, then we're going to be very playful. So in this month of Capricorn, every week has a different energy that it kind of hones into and provides you with a force that will help you to achieve what you want to achieve. And this week's energy has to do with a lot of light. The whole month of Capricorn has to do with a lot of light. This week has to do with how you're going to perceive that light. Is it going to be in a positive way or a negative way? Let me explain what I mean by that. So, if you are a conscious person who consciously works on themselves and grows spiritually and takes what life gives you as your challenges in life and takes them as a blessing for you to have a little resistance to grow out of that experience, then you're going to find this week to be very enlightening and very light and happy and thankful. On the other side of the coin, if you're a type of person who blames the world for everything that happens to them, blames everybody from your partner to your boss, from your children, from everybody gets on your nerves and it's everybody else's fault, and if they would just stop irritating me, life would be fine. That's what I would call an unconscious person who hasn't really woken up consciously to their to who they truly are, and they are going to experience this month as being very dark and heavy, maybe even getting sick a lot, because it's a time when our soul is talking to us. Our soul is begging us to step into our true essence. And if we're fighting against our true essence and not embracing it, then we are having resistance within ourselves to the outer world and to our true self. So we're just resisting everything. Then we're going to have pain. If we learn to embrace everything that comes our way and learn and grow from it and see it as a gift from the cosmos, from God, from your higher self, from the universe, whatever you feel comfortable calling that, then you're going to grow and you're going to experience this time as very, very positive. So it could be negative or positive. A way to explain that is, let's take someone who is put in a bunker, a really dark bunker, just for weeks on end. It's so dark you can't even see your hand before your face. And all of a sudden, the door opens on the bunker and full daylight comes flooding into the bunker. It's going to be very hard on the eyes. It's going to not be something warm and inviting. It's going to be more of an intrusion. That's a good word for it. The people who are not working on themselves, it's going to feel as if it's an intrusion. And for somebody who's been in the bunker and they've been lighting a candle every day, the bunker is getting brighter and brighter and brighter. Every day they're lighting a candle until the whole bunker is lit up almost like daylight. When somebody comes by and opens that door, the daylight outside is going to be inviting. It's going to be warming, and you can handle it. Your eyes can adjust easily to it. Those are the two, this week's energy affords us those two opportunities. So change comes no matter what. We can proactively work with the universe, work with God, work with the energies that are there to change ourselves proactively, or we can be reactive. And reactive nature always causes pain and suffering. Those are our choices. Change is going to happen no matter what. That we kind of have to, I think everybody can agree, change happens no matter what. No matter if we want it to happen or we don't want it to happen, it doesn't matter. Change is happening all the time, all around us, and we can't stop it. Either we can proactively work with the change and learn how to grow with it and rise above our challenges and take them as stepping stones. There's another good example. Take them as a stepping stone. Every challenge, when you take it as a stepping stone, then you build stairs for yourself to go higher and higher. As opposed to somebody who is resisting change and resisting the challenges, they're just putting in the stones in their backpack. And here they are weighed down with this heavy backpack on their back and just suffering. Either way, we have a choice. We always have free will. Always, always, always. So, reactive nature. There are 3 things you want to concentrate on this week, okay? And of course, you can use this video at any time because it has pearls of wisdom in there that you can apply to your life at any time, no matter where the cosmos are, okay? And of course, after we have the cosmic energy backing us up and helping us succeed in this week, we want to carry these pearls onto the next week and the next week for our entire life, okay? So the 3 areas which you want to watch out for this week is going to be, first of all, reactive and proactive. So that means you want to work on being proactive. That means that whenever something is in front of you, a situation, maybe somebody's yelling at you, maybe somebody's starting a fight with you, you stop and you pause. Say, what pleasure. All things happen for my highest good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what? We can't talk right now, but maybe we can talk another time. I need to take myself out of this situation. Remove yourself from the situation. And then don't think about, oh, how dare he talk to me like that? I cannot believe. No, don't go there, okay? Your ego will try to take you there, but don't go there. That's reactive. That means that you're letting something on the outside of you control you. And that's what you want to prevent that, okay? So what you do then is you go inside and you say, okay, wow, I don't know what that was. That person just started yelling at me. What's going on with me? I'll give you a little secret. I had this situation happen just last week. And instead of going into this person was just yelling and I was like, what is wrong with them? And I couldn't understand what was going on, but I'm very trained in this proactive and reactive, okay? And so I took a step back and I was like, okay, I've got to figure this out. So I left the situation and I went home and I was like, okay, what was that? And then instead of, my ego trying to go there, I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with that person. That person is just a messenger for the universe to talk to me, to show me what's going on inside me. And so I went more inside me and I was like, okay, what is that? Why did I pull this situation into my life? Because it can only be pulled into my life if it has resonance with me. So obviously I had some kind of inner fight going on. And when I looked back at it, I looked back at the morning of this incident, I realized that I was having a one-side argument with myself against a dear person, someone who's very close to me, assuming that they thought this and this about me, and I was working myself up about it. And instead of just approaching them and saying, hey, can we talk? I'm having these thoughts and I feel this way and I just want to get it off my chest. Instead of doing that, I decided I didn't want to deal with that situation, because dealing with somebody who's close to me is much harder than just dealing with a blatant stranger. And that's what it was. It was just a stranger. And so I was like, oh, okay, that's why it came into my situation with this stranger, is because I needed to deal with it over here and I didn't. And so I went back and I, thanked the universe for showing me that. I was grateful that for the mercy that God extends to all of us. And I was like, okay, so I went to my dear friend and we spoke about it. And it was nothing. It was just my ego, my mind, just ramping something up that wasn't even there, okay? So that's proactive and reactive. In every situation, there is a treasure for you. And if you learn how to deal with the situation and look within yourself and not outside yourself, you will find the treasure every time. And I'll tell you what, it has nothing to do with the person in front of you. That's what's so bizarre about it. It has absolutely nothing to do with the person in front of you. And my whole thing of holding back and trying to keep the peace with this friend came from my childhood. And so in the moment that I remained proactive, I got all this information for the root of the cause and everything. And that's how we're supposed to go through our day-to-day lives. And that's the second thing. The second thing is to with certainty. With certainty everything is there for your good. And if the universe allows it into your life, it is there to help you grow. No matter how dark and bad the situation looks, no matter what the person's doing to you, it's to help you grow and to level up. And so that's the certainty. So number 2 is the certainty that I know no matter what happens, it's all there for my growth and for my best interest, for my highest good. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 is sharing. Sharing without expecting anything back. So that means I go out of my way to share with others. And okay, a good example of this is, kids are wonderful with this. So my oldest son, 12 years old, went to his little brother came to him, 8 years old, and came to him and said, hey, I need you to do dishes for me so I can go around and play with my friend because he's only gonna be there for another half an hour. Yeah, okay, I'll take over your kitchen duty and I'll do the dishes for you. That was giving, that was wonderful. But when it came evening time, where the 12-year-old has the kitchen duty, he was like, well, I did that for you earlier, so you have to do it for me now. Okay, that's what I mean by this sharing with intentions, like I'm going to share with you, but then you're going to owe me. Okay, so we have to get to the point that we share just to share. Whether that person